What's up guys, it's Matterz, and we're going to be talking about stuff we want within Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I took your suggestions from last video where we talked about game modes and different DLC weapons that we want to see, and we're going to go over comments that you guys put on my video. And if you want to be featured in the next video, leave a comment below on anything you want within Black Ops 3 Zombies, whether it's a DLC gun, a DLC sort of perk, a new map, a map location, anything you want for like the map features, a new pack punch, a new boss, anything. Be specific, anything you want within Black Ops 3 Zombies, custom zombies, anything like that. Let me know in the comment section below, and you could be featured in your channel, and obviously like your comment will be featured on screen in the next video. So leave those comments below, guys. I'll be picking a couple for the next video, and let's get started. So we're going to start off here, and before I actually talk about this video is sort of themed directly at what we haven't seen and like the missed opportunities and hopefully what we will see in the future, because obviously it involves the katanas and stuff like that, and obviously we'll talk about that in a second, how that relates to DLC 2 and all that insane stuff, but that when we get to that, we'll talk about that. But this video really is directed towards what we've seen so far and a bunch of different stuff regarding wonder weapons and perks and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and start off here with something pretty different actually. It's from Calvin Gaming. He says you can make a feature to actually switch wonder weapons from map to map. Now this would be pretty interesting. It wouldn't make sense if you want the wonder weapon to directly relate with the map, but if you just want to use wonder weapons in general, how cool would it be to bring like the Horizon bow or one of the like electric bows over to Shadows of Evil, bring the Shadows of Evil Marstagua over to Zetsubo no Shima, and really just pick and choose what wonder weapons you want for the game. Now the reason why that wouldn't work is because obviously some of the wonder weapons you have to build, or at least most of them you have to build. So then would the build parts be transferred as well? Like, it wouldn't really make sense. But even if they transferred the build parts and they did that stuff, it would be a pretty cool thing. I know it doesn't really make sense with the actual maps, and I know it doesn't make sense with the buildable parts, but think about just using different wonder weapons on different maps. It would be a pretty cool and fun experience, especially if you're playing Shadows of Evil and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to use this wonder weapon. I want to use the fire bow, and I want to get that over, and I want to use, let's say, the KT4 on Horizon. Just like, how cool would that be? I know they would have to make something work, but that would be pretty insane. So definitely a good comment there. Now next one here, we have from Jack Larson, better wonder weapons. So this one is going to be a bit controversial for a lot of people. And I'm going to try to be as neutral as possible, because I know people are saying, oh man, the Horizon wonder weapons were too OP. The Zetsubo were not OP. People say Zetsubo wonder weapons, they're actually fair. The KT4 is fair. It's not supposed to be too OP, not supposed to be too underpowered. Like, it just, there's so many different varying opinions about wonder weapons in Black Ops 3, and I think honestly, better wonder weapons, yes, we could see better wonder weapons, but I'd like to see more like wonder weapons in the sense of the actual looks and what it does, because I feel like the KT4, it's a sickle fire. I feel like they need to do new sort of ideas. I don't really care about the actual damage scale. I really care about what the wonder weapon looks like and how it shoots and what it does and how it acts, because that really changes the game. If you just have an overpowered wonder weapon or an underpowered wonder weapon, it's really just sort of blatantly there. It doesn't matter what it shoots or anything. It's just like, oh, does it kill zombies or not? I don't really care about that, honestly. I think you're eventually going to be able to kill zombies, and the game is balanced out so that you are able to do that. I think it's a lot better to focus on the actual look of the wonder weapons. So if you're saying better wonder weapons as in like the look and the different types and stuff, because like I said, the KT4 is a sick fire. Like, they could have made something new. They could have went with a different direction. Maybe that's all they can think of, but yeah, I definitely agree with you. But better wonder weapons as in more OP, I'm not so sure if that's the best thing. I mean, cool, you know, OP wonder weapons would be cool, but I think a lot of people would hate on it, like, oh yeah, it's too overpowered. But then again, if the wonder weapon was too underpowered, people would say, wow, a wonder weapon, it's supposed to be powerful, why is it worse than a Vesper, you know? So there's a bunch of different opinions, but I definitely do think better wonder weapons in general would be pretty cool. So thank you for that. Now, actually, we have another one. We're going to start here with the new perks from Jack Larson as well. He says new perks, and then we also have, I'm going to read the comments here regarding new perks. We have Luna, we need a new perk for the next map. I let it pass with Horizon, but I'm upset there's none for Zetsubo and stuff like that. Moving through, Jack Strumsky, bring back PhD Flopper, and then the Perkaholic Gamer, they should bring back PhD. So obviously we're encompassing PhD and new perks in general for this. Now, the perk discussion is a very weird one, and I feel like it's sort of a really bad situation, because with DLCs for Black Ops 3, it seems as if, obviously with the Horizon, they added Widow's Wine, Electric Cherry, Deadshot Daiquiri, and those were like the perks other than like the main Black Ops 3 perks and the main perks we've seen so far within the game. Drak, well, obviously that was Drak. Tetsuya no Shima, we saw the same lineup as Drak. And it seems pretty weird because I think it's very apparent now after 2 DLCs that those are the only perks we're going to see within the game. It looks like they're going to keep those perks and bring them throughout the next couple of maps, DLC 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think Mad Guys Gaming actually tweeted about this a while ago. I remember looking at it and thinking about it, and it made a lot of sense. I think they're gonna focus, and they've been sort of focusing more on gumballs. So if you want new perk abilities and you want new stuff, you would have to get it in a gumball form, in a gumball fashion, and basically the gumball is almost taking over the perks to some extent. So they're gonna keep those perks, the sort of 9 lineup, the DLC perk lineup that we've seen. Obviously the normal perks, and then including Widow's Wine, Electric Cherry, and Deadshot Daiquiri. But other than that, I do not think we're going to see new perks. I mean, if we're already at DLC 3 and we haven't seen a new perk yet, I mean, I don't know what to think. At this point, for Black Ops 2, DLC 1, we had Widow's, no, not Widow's Wine, what was that weird perk? Who's Who, you had Who's Who, I mean, even though it was the worst perk ever, at least it was something new. You had Who's Who, DLC 2, you had Electric Cherry, which was new for that time at least. DLC 3, moving on with Voltrade, Origins, I guess it was a similar to like the Drak style of things, but still, I mean, they had more perks, and at this point, they had more perks than we've ever gotten. We haven't really had any true new perks in Black Ops 3 besides Widow's Wine. And it's just really weird how that's working. So I think we're not going to see any more new perks, and that really does suck. It really does. But I mean, I think gumballs are the new sort of perks in this game. They didn't want to completely get rid of perks, but they knew if they did, it would be a bad thing. So they're going to keep these perks and just keep fans happy. But for new abilities, it's going to be in gumball form. At least that's what I think. And PhD, I mean, I guess if they want to do it, they can create a PhD type gumball, because I feel honestly that's what they're going to do. We have 2 more gumball DLC packs coming for DLC 3 and DLC 4, so I think that's going to be the case. But if PhD does come back, obviously I really want that. I just feel perks in general, I don't think they're going to come back. I think new perks are just, they're not going to happen anymore. I feel like gumballs, that's what they're doing now, and it sucks. Especially we want PhD, Voltrade, stuff like that back, but it just doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see it. You never know. It's just me predicting, but we'll see. Next one here, we're gonna be talking about the Katanas. The Katanas, honestly, man, it's something that a lot of people wanted for Tetsuya no Shima. A lot of people talked about Katanas for a while. Jack Larson again, Katana, and then we have Walker Adams, Elemental Katanas, and the bows from Drak. But we're gonna focus on the Katana part from that. So Katanas, this is the part where I'm like, where are they? Where are the Katanas? Now, I know there wasn't a clear sort of code that stated Katanas will be coming for DLC 2, but we really did expect them. We saw Katanas, or let's just say in general, we've seen Katanas ever since like the Origins cutscene, and then moving into the Giant cutscene. Takeo is wielding that katana, he's using it, he's killing zombies, that cutscene. Origins, the Giant, he's using it like in basically every map he's appeared in. He's had the katana everywhere. Now, for Tetsuya no Shima, even in the ending cutscene, he's using the katana, and then his old self, Takeo 1.0, uses the katana to kill himself. Like, how big of a moment that is, and you can't even, like, pick up his katana, like, you can't even do anything like that. It seems pretty crazy. Maybe there is still a hidden Easter egg where you can get the katana that Takeo 1.0 actually used to kill himself. I think it would make so much sense for him to do that, and I feel like the Glitching Queen also hinted at the katana coming to the game during her leaked video. Obviously, we never saw a code or anything, but the leaked video, she talked about the Thrashers, she talked about the Spiders, and those actually came in the game. The only thing that didn't come were the Katanas. So you never know. Maybe they're still there. I'm still wondering where they are. I guess they're not gonna come, and the only reason why I do think they're not gonna come is because they were already basically there in Shadows of Evil. We saw swords in Shadows of Evil. It wouldn't really make sense to bring back swords again. But taking Takeo's katana from the ending cutscene after you do the Easter egg, and you actually get to grab the katana and use it, or one player gets to, or Takeo gets to. I think it wouldn't make sense. It would be really cool, but the fact that they didn't do it, I don't know. It sort of sucks, but I guess that's the way it is. We'll have to see though. So yeah, that's basically what Katanas. We're not going to see them in the future. So there's no way. If we were to see Katanas, it would have been DLC 2. Other than that, I don't expect to see maybe DLC 4 for some weird reason. But other than that, it's not going to happen. So let me know what you guys think. Again, leave your comments below on what you want within Black Ops 3 Zombies. Remember, be specific. Let me know, and you can be featured in the next video. And yeah, so that's basically going to be it. I guess leave a comment below. What should we do now? Because I've been doing this recently. We've done DLC 3. I did the last video, Reznov. Let's see. How about, I'm looking at my microphone, and it says blue. Let's put blue in the comment section. Blue. I don't know. You know what? Why not? So put blue in the comment section below if you are watching right now, and I can check the accounts that are watching, because, you know, it'll show me that you guys really support the video enough to watch the whole video, and yeah, I'll greatly appreciate it. So just if you can do that, that'll be cool. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.